We come in peace.
Man, why you hit Pixie like that? Drax is a idiot, man.
They need to leave him on the ship.
They really do, man. That girl looked just like Pixie. Yeah. Why you hit my dog? He looked like she just got hit too. Oh shit. All right, people. You know, I got a life. I got things I need to do. I got a wife. You know, I got things I want to go out and see and share with my lovely lady. And last Thursday, I decided to go see a show, which I had planned for a little over a month. Take it to a concert, go hang out in Houston with my cousin Gary. I said, you know what? It's just one night. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Boy, first thing when I hit the road, all these trailers dropped. Big trailers. Mm-hmm. All in one day. It's almost like Disney said, is Corey gone? Drop that shit. Because we know he gonna talk shit. I said, you know what? I'm out here. I'm doing my thing. I'm not gonna disrupt my life. I'm not gonna sit up here and start fretting about things I have no control over.
That's right.
So I went out and lived my life. I was saying the whole time, but I went out and lived my life. And I said, what can I do with these trailers that came out that would make sense for us to talk about them days later? And I know that there were a lot of movies coming out in 2023 that I thought we should talk about our most anticipated movies of 2023. So those trailers came at a perfect time because what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about, I have a list of 13 films that I consider to be highly anticipated by myself and a few others out there. And I thought it'd be cool to see where these new trailers dropped on that list. Some of these trailers have been out for a while. And by the way, this list is only for movies that do have trailers out. There's a bunch of other movies that are coming out. They've released images and synopses of and everything. But we're talking about movies that only have trailers. And where do these new trailers fall on that list? Well, let's go ahead and jump into it right now. And let's get into our first movie at number 13, because these are going in order right here from my least anticipated to my most anticipated. At number 13, I'm surprised that I have this one right here.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves.
Okay, so I was actually surprised that I would even like a trailer called Dungeons and Dragons.
Me too.
Honor Among Thieves.
I kept hearing a new Dungeons and Dragons movie and I was going, I didn't even know what this was most of the time it was playing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Holy shit.
And I was kind of on the fence because, listen, I never thought I would like anything labeled Dungeons and Dragons ever again because of this piece of shit that came out over 20 years ago. You don't shut your ass up. Screaming and hollering. Jeremy Irons losing his mind. That's the old Dungeons and Dragons,
right.
The movie from 2000.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when you say that.
Oh, it's got your
You
hero.
forgot your man was in there. That was Marlon Wayans being pure Marlon Wayans in this movie, man. So I after that movie, which I hated, man, back in the day, I thought I don't ever want to see another attempt at making a movie out of Dungeons and Dragons. I can deal with probably a show or something or a cartoon, but not no movie. But then this trailer came up. First of all, when he popped up, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
At the point where Hugh Grant was
I was like, okay.
You got me.
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence a little bit. When Hugh Grant popped up, I said, all right, he sold me on it. But man, listen, as you see, it's lowest on my list because I'm looking at this and I don't think that this is going to be huge. I don't even know if it's going to be great. But I do think for a movie called Dungeons and Dragons, first of all, they got the right approach because they got money.
Yeah.
It don't look as bad and cheap as that last movie. Because even back then, for that movie being made in the year 2000, I believe that's when it was made, it even looked like shit back then.
Right.
This right here has a lighter tone. It kind of has a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe to it.
Yes, which is not something I would expect from anything like this, because we've been having so many sword and sorcery properties lately. Rings of Power, House of the Dragon, Willow. But this has so much more of a smart ass quality to it. And I'm like, I'm digging this now.
I do think that'll be a lot of fun. And because I really disliked that last Dungeons and Dragons, I'm kind of curious to see how much I will enjoy this one. So that's my number 13 film right there. Now, at number 12, well, y'all recognize this man right here.
I'm an idiot.
I'm not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about...
Wasn't she in one?
Yes, she was.
She's like, I know I was in them. He's this idiot.
Family! Go fight for the world.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I didn't love the first Shazam. I did like it. I thought it was all right. What I did love is how Zachary Levi played the character.
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude, I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
You know, it seemed like he was having a lot of fun. The childlike thing worked with him because of the way he handles his humor and his delivery and everything. I thought great casting as that character. So while this movie, I'll be honest with you, a lot of it looks like more the same. Than I just thought the first one was just kind of like, that's all right. But I think this one is going to center more on the character, probably. I mean, we're getting a lot of funny things with this character, like the way the trailer opened up. So normally when you have a superhero movie, oftentimes the origin story is the best. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of dips in quality a lot of times after that.
Yeah.
This is one where I think that getting the origin story out the way, we could probably spend more time with Zachary Levi as Shazam. And I just think he's a funny character. And I'm looking to see them do things outside of that origin format. So again, it's just, it's something where I also want to see how Shazam is going to continue under this new, I guess, leadership of James Gunn.
But this is probably done.
It's already done, but I want to know if they're going to try to put anything on it to make it connect to anything else. I don't know. This is going to be able to stand on its own. That's not the main reason why. Mm-hmm. But I just, like I said, I just like Zachary Levi, man.
Yeah. No, I used to love him on Chuck.
Yeah. Somebody said, those kids growing up fast. Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah.
It's the thing when you work with kids, man.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It takes about 2 or 3 years to film a movie. Yeah. So you got to catch a little
exactly. Or find the ones that you can tell, they're having some growth problems. They got a thyroid issue, so they're gonna always look small.
Shit, this dude was 8 last time we saw him. He got a mustache and shit. No, no, somebody, whoever said that, you were correct. But yeah, that's again low on my list because I don't think I have yet to see if it's going to be anything great outside of what it is already. I know a lot of people loved it because I liked it. I know you didn't care for it too much.
It was just kind of okay. Like I like you. I like Zachary Levi. His particular way he's playing a character, it's more like his personality than what he is from the comics.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
But that's fine. Whatever you do to translate it to a movie that works is okay. It's just so much about it that I thought was generic or wrong. And when I watch this trailer, I go, it's still the same kind of generic action and plot. I'd probably be more excited if it wasn't for Black Adam, because that just made me go, this is where you guys are now. And I thought you'd be further ahead than this.
I can't blame you for that. No, I see what you're saying. No, I 100% understand where you're coming from with that. Now, this is something that a lot of people might figure be higher on my list, but just waiting to hear what I have to say about the rest of the list. I thought this would have been higher too, but here we are at number 11.
You need to pick a side.
Oh, I'll pick a side. Which side do you want your ass to be on? That's Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Which one is this? 7 now?
Maybe.
Yeah, people, I didn't put the number down. I lost track. Which Mission Impossible is
numbered
this?
them. They have just subtitles.
Yeah, this
Ghost
is
Protocol.
This is Dead Reckoning.
Okay.
Part 1. So this is going to be split in 2 parts, I think.
Okay.
Here you go. He's running his ass off. Chop and win.
They know now. Like, you got to get those shots in there.
Yeah. Boy, he be chopping too. Put his ass in the kitchen. Put some vegetables in front of him. Boy. And that is why I put this as my number 11 movie, because really, my reason for seeing a Mission Impossible movie today is just to see Tom Cruise lose his mind like this.
Hell yeah.
And do crazy shit.
Why did you say it dropped to number 11?
Well, there are reasons why I have these other movies higher.
Oh, why they're higher?
Yeah,
because I'm excited for this one. I mean, he's been delivering on these Mission Impossible. Plus, a lot of people got cussed out to make this movie.
He went off on them. He says, "Shit, I got money. I ain't getting the money. I'm here to make a movie. Goddamn it, y'all." And people try to get mad at him.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I told you crazy.
No, hell no. He's paying these people. He's trying to keep them employed. He's trying to keep Hollywood going. And around.
Yeah.
Simple instructions. Follow them.
Yeah. Some have just really hit with me hard. And I'm like, man, I love this. And then some have been like, I didn't think that was that good. Some of the ones I didn't like were very early on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
But I have to tell you, I couldn't even really tell you a continuing storyline. I can't even tell you stories from the past that much. What I can tell you is that when I watch these movies, I watch them to see Tom Cruise do crazy shit. Mm-hmm. I'm here strictly for the visuals, man, and Tom Cruise. And, the other thing is that Tom Cruise is just brilliant at doing blockbusters. That's why it's okay to just kind of go just for the experience and maybe not even the story.
Mm-hmm.
This is your captain speaking.
And we're off.
And that's Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, which was one of my favorite movies of the summer.
Bang, bang.
Slapping that baseball. Boy, I've never seen somebody say an enthusiastic line as unenthusiastic as this brother right here. That alone has me, very anticipated for Mission Impossible 7 or Mission Impossible, goddammit, or whatever it's called, Dead Reckoning.
I am dismayed that it's a two-parter, though.
Yeah. But see, maybe the story will be great in this, but like I said, I can't really recall a storyline that much that I saw a Mission Impossible movie where it left me that impressed, or I
feel like he gets framed in a lot of them.
Yeah, and he's running shit. Yeah, exactly. One thing we know, he's running, jumping, getting ran over, getting tossed across the street or something. Now that I remember. So just because of my lack of enthusiasm for the story, not even saying it's going to be bad, I'm just be honest with you. I just don't know what the story is and don't really kind of care at this moment. I probably will when I see it, but because that lack of enthusiasm for the story, but for everything else, that's why it's kind of lower on my list.
Okay.
Now this might be my favorite movie of 2023 when it comes out. Let's go ahead and get into my number 10 movie. Now this is where Martin's gonna look at me crazy. Martin's gonna be like, because we've had our disagreements over this property right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You have to go now?
You gotta go.
Almost after this one.
Okay, you want to see what this one is? All right, well then let me go ahead and jump into it. The number 10 movie of my most anticipated movies of 2023 is this one.
Saying goodbyes.
Saying hello.
Oh, God, shit. What? What's wrong?
You think your wife can hear you? You're going to die.
Maybe not.
Goodbye.
Great, come on, man. you hear what I hear, right?
Maybe not. No, listen, that's why I had to prepare myself, because I said, I can't defend that, all right? At the moment, I know you're going to talk shit about it. I can't defend it, because I was like, God damn. I mean, listen, see, this is why our relationship with Keanu Reeves is so confusing and so complicated, because I love Keanu Reeves, and I love who he is as a person. But, brother, you can't, listen, I can't defend you when you say some shit like this.
Maybe not.
So I'm not
okay,
gonna
as long as you acknowledge it.
Oh, I
can
acknowledge
accept
it. I ain't stupid. I see what you see. I hear what you hear.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, y'all. Keanu Reeves deserves every good fortune he has in his life because he's a good person.
Yes.
Not because he's a good actor. I'm sorry, I hate saying that. Jesus Christ, because because this is the kind of guy I want to meet one day.
Uh-huh.
And I know he's gonna be like, no, I heard the shit you said about me, bro. I don't
be scared because I can't tell what emotion you're projecting right now.
Who is this?
The Marquis de Gramont.
Listen, I'm trying.
Look, I have reasons. Martin.
Can we get somebody to dub in his dialogue?
No. Oh no! Hell no! I don't, no! Oh hell no! I want that right there. Hell no! I don't want it dubbed in.
Maybe he seems to be in Japan. Maybe I don't.
Maybe he's talking real slow, so they'll understand him, Martin.
Oh,
Man has to look his best when it's time to get married. Or buried.
I'm going to need a gun.
Martin says, I'm gonna need one too. Blow my brains out. Martin looking at this like this right now. That's why Martin looking at me.
you don't want to take that line again?
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You don't get this off this list right now.
You and I left a good life behind a long time ago, my friend.
See, that was good. You gotta give him that one. Give him that one.
Yeah,
Give him that
I'll
one.
yeah.
I'm gonna give him one.
I give him. Okay, I'll give him one.
Give him one.
I'll give him one.
And I want them to make a sequel where he just fights dialogue.
I don't know. He might not make it through that one.
So now, this is where, again, this being my list, my personal preference comes out because I've always been a big fan of John Wick 1 and 2, where you didn't like those movies.
Yeah.
So it's, I get it when you look at this and you see nothing but just reading lines bad. But I love this world of John Wick. I still love this character. And it's never been about, that's the thing about these movies. It's never been about Keanu. Everything is larger than life to him. It's always been about the action. It's always been about what later on, the scenery, locations.
Yeah.
It's all, and the other thing has always been about this world. Now, the reason why this is on my list is because I wasn't crazy about the last John Wick movie, to be honest with you.
Right,
I didn't
right.
really like that much. To me, it was a disappointment. A lot of the people liked it. I didn't. But I do like the first two. And what I see in this trailer as being a fan of this series is I've always loved that they built this world up of assassins. It's at this point, it's a true comic book film. And it looks like they're really expanding it more. The thing that is going on with John Wick, the character, is that Keanu Reeves said this is his last one. So I wanted to see what they do with this character
How
right
it
here.
goes out.
Yeah, how it goes out. Yeah, I'm just invested in the story that much to see what the conclusion of this character is going to be. If the character is actually even going to die, possibly. So, it's just a really big personal thing with me for being a fan of this franchise. And hoping that this is the one. It's more a lot of hope going into this that's making it where it is on my list, that this is going to bring it back to where 1 and 2 was for me. And if they do bring it back, it'll be a great finale then to exit with the character, even though they continue the property with other spinoffs and whatnot. Also, I really like some of the casting in here. Donnie Yen and what's his other guy's name? Hiroyuki Sanada and Bill Skarsgård is in here. So,
no, that's too bad. It's the last one. Maybe I was hoping the next one he could fight actual Pennywise.
well, hey man, through the movie will morph. Let's go to number 8 right here of my most anticipated movies of 2023.
Oh,
What do you think it is?
Is it a Transformers movie?
Maybe. But they transform into gorillas now, Mark.
It's like, you want to watch the trailer for Transformers Beast? Oh, hell no.
Boy, y'all gotta stop just forcing these songs in these trailers, man. That shit
Boy,
damn
has nothing to do
got
with what's
nothing
going
to do
on.
with this. Just big it back there. Now you don't know, now you know. This is, for me, the anticipation mainly comes from that last movie.
People can be terrible about things they don't know. Oh, I'm good.
Did you see Bumblebee?
No, I didn't see all of it. I saw a little bit of it. But I know it's the one everybody likes the most and says that it's got the most solid story.
Okay, so this is why this is on my list. Again, personal preferences being what they are. I put it there because, when I saw Bumblebee, I said, well, shit, this is what I wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
And the problem only is that this was mainly about Bumblebee, but there are other Transformers in here, as you can see right here. And I thought that they handled that pretty well. Like the transformations were clearer, the story was clear, the characters were better. It wasn't Michael Bay going crazy. Yeah. I was like, well, this is the Transformers movie that I've been waiting on from the very beginning. So since I liked the first Bumblebee so much and thought that, all right, that's a good start, so let's see what we do with the other Transformers. That's what I'm looking for now. Because listen, when I was coming up, this is purely nostalgia for me. Transformers were a big deal. By the time I was 10 or 11, Transformers, that cartoon hit, they start selling those toys. I was there for ground zero when the craze hits, man. When the craze hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. When the Transformers phenomena took over, I was there. I had some of the original toys and whatnot. So looking at this, I'm like, yeah, this is pure nostalgia for me because they got, I'm a Gen 1 person when it comes to Transformers. They got Gen 1 Optimus Prime in here and everything. But of course, I'm, a little older than most of the people who watch the show. So I was not there for when Beast Wars came in. I know a lot of kids love Beast Wars. I don't know what Beast Wars is about, really. I know of it. I've seen some of it. I know they've had a couple of versions of it. But, I figured since I don't know much about Beast Wars, this might be a cool way to be introduced to it better. Already looking at this, as crazy as this gets sometimes, it's still not on the crazy on the level of Michael Bay.
Sure.
I can still tell what the action is.
You can tell what's happening, yeah.
Again, the Transformers, they transform better. It's not just a bunch of razors and forks and whatnot, moving around. So, yeah, man, I thought also this is kind of cool that this is set in the 90s. So I want to see what they do with that because they did a great job of setting that in the 80s with the last film.
Bumblebee was in the 80s?
Bumblebee was in the 80s, okay. Yeah. So this being a period film, technically, I want to see what they do with that. And they do have a lot of other characters in here from the series. What was that chick's name? Jax or something? What was the female the female Transformer? I know she's been in the cartoons before, and a lot of people have thought it was pretty cool they added her.
I am not the one to ask.
Yeah, so RC, yeah, that's her name. So if they can keep the same quality that they had in Bumblebee, where it was more character based, balanced with clear action, then I think that this might be something fun, man, for somebody like myself who grew up with Transformers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It could, again, to just let you know, it could be just the kid in me that never got the holy grail of Transformers. I never got an Optimus Prime.
You mean you never owned one?
No, never got one as a Christmas gift. Never. Yeah, it's just like Castle Grayskull for me.
Yeah.
I never got an Optimus Prime toy, man.
Aww.
Yeah, and after seeing Michael Bay's version, I didn't want one. But now this is getting to me again.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, some people say like, oh, yeah. I got a whole bunch of Transformers. Never got that one, though.
Would it make you whole to get one?
Yeah. I hate to say that. Damn 50-year-old man. I hate to say it, but yeah. You know, I'm half complete with this Castle Grayskull back here. There's still a little space
get
though.
you an Optimus Prime and a bowl of Captain Crunch, and you all set.
No, give me some footy pajamas. I can tell you what my least anticipated thing of 2023 is. Mm-hmm. Mailing stuff at the post office, man. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. And neither do you. And you know you don't. That's why you need stamps.com. You heard me talk about this before. I'm telling you this again. As much as we talk about love and peace on earth, people hate December. And one of the reasons why, well, you know, people love things about it, but there's a lot to hate about it too. Like having to mail a bunch of packages off to people out there. Martin, like, if I could mail you off right now, I would put you in a box right now.
Yeah, well, stamps.com let me do that.
I think it will. You can mail me to Cucamonga. It'll be your one-stop shop for mailing friends that get on your nerves. You know, for one thing, they've been in business for more than 20 years. I told you I have a stamps.com account that we started back when we started Double Toasted. Mm-hmm. And we used a lot of that for the postage that we had to mail out for a lot of things. And we did have to mail out a lot of things back then. And stamps.com was actually kind of a savior for us, man. It saved us a lot of time, a lot of money. And it hasn't just been that way for me. It's been that way for 1 million businesses plus out there. And the reason why is because you'll get access to United States Postal Service, but also UPS services that you need, especially if you're running a business. You know, if you're running a business and you're mailing a whole lot of stuff out from prizes to items to invoices, stamps.com is a godsend to you. You don't need anything but your computer. And you don't have to deal with any lines. You ain't got to deal with no people. You don't have to get in the middle of traffic. In other words, it ain't no hassle to deal with. Makes it easy for you. Also save money. Not only saving money by saving time, but you get discounts at UPS and at USPS. You can get shipping rates up to 86% off.
It's pretty good.
That is damn good. And as I told you, hey, it's helping your money, your time. Time is money. Helping your mentality. Ain't no stress to deal with when you're dealing with stamps.com. And if you're running an online store, which a lot of people are, this works seamlessly with all the major shopping carts and marketplaces out there. So, you know, you can deal online with all these platforms that have the most people out there, the most influencers, you know, social media person. This is great for you. Great for you out there. So, got you interested yet? I mean, just for saving the time alone during this hectic month, you need to get this. And I'm going to save you some more time and some more money right here. Just go to stamps.com and use the promo code TOASTED. Why? Because when you do that, you're going to get a 4-week trial. You're going to get some free postage and you get a digital scale. And all of that is with no commitment at all. You're welcome. So I want to thank stamps.com for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there, of course, for your support. And moving on. Here's my number 7 movie of most anticipated movies of 2023. Hell, you going? Damn, he beat his ass.
I know.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Okay. First name on it? Because I don't.
So this is Super Mario Brothers, the movie. The animated movie. And I'll tell you, the reason why this is on my list at number 7 is because after that beautifully weird failure of a movie from 1993.
They're brothers. They're plumbers and princess.
So I don't know. People are like, I don't know what that is, but that is not Super Mario Brothers.
You sure? Because it said it in the title.
And it stopped there too. Just because don't shit in my mouth and tell me it's chocolate. Don't shit in my mouth and tell me it's Super Mario Brothers. You know, after I saw that movie, and listen, I was a kid when I started playing Mario. Just like Transformers, I was there for the original.
Yeah.
Back when he was messing with that gorilla. That's why Gorilla beat his ass.
Sure.
Yeah, back when it was Donkey Kong. So, you know, I was there for Super Mario and all that kind of stuff, man. So, you know, I kind of grew up with Mario. But not the way you kids are doing it today, but I will tell you kids something out there. When I saw the live action Super Mario Brothers, I was so disappointed for any fan out there, and I immediately thought, why don't they just do it more like the game? You know, why don't they just make it animated and make it more something that more resemble what everybody recognizes? And this is exactly what I thought of. Now it's more of a 2D version, I think, because 3D wasn't like this at the time.
Sure.
CG animation wasn't like this at the time. You know, a plumber going to a mushroom world. I mean, it's a hard concept to do. I would have been very impressed if they had done it and gotten away with it and succeeded in live action, which they did not. But which is why animation is a perfect thing for it.
No, animation is so perfect for it that it's almost like, well, it's a cheat code. I want to see you do it live action. That's the real. Yeah, anybody can do it animated. The game is animated.
Well, you know what, Martin? Let's take it one step at a time. Let's go ahead and get this down first, and then maybe once this shows people potentially how to do it right, then maybe they can take a look at that and say, let's do a live action version of that right there. One step at a time, man. Your ambitious ass. Come on now, settle down. You know, it's a hard concept to deliver. One is better for animation, but I do say that even with animation is weird, but so far it looks like they've kind of hit the right places making this come together. You know, as you can see, they had a little bit of Super Smash Brothers at the beginning. They got Mario Kart in here. Now I'm kind of impressed that they're able to put in all the Mario properties in here, and if they can make it work, that'd be awesome. So yeah, just by what I was thinking of years ago, what a Super Mario Brothers movie could be, and seeing that they're kind of hitting on everything that I kind of pre-imagined. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. And I mean, I know there's a lot of discussion about Chris Pratt's voice and whatnot, but at first I was being an asshole about it. But you know, it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah, it's all right. You know, this kind of thing happens all the time.
Mario is the new Mickey Mouse.
Oh, okay.
That's not me even saying that. That brand is that strong. Okay. Where they got theme parks in Japan.
I'm not doubting you. I believe it.
So yeah. I would even say that people were saying, you know, with Wreck-It Ralph, they're like, yeah, you can take that shit. This is what we've been waiting on right here.
Oh, okay.
Also, just as a cute family film, you know, me being into animation, and believe it or not, I love cute animated family films. This is one that looks like it could be great for everybody. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to work. Again, more of a curiosity thing.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Let's go to our number 6 movie. And the number 6 most highly anticipated movie of 2023 is
Scott.
Somebody said Lang versus Kang. Kang-a-lang.
Assemble.
You know, this is the Don't You Feel Like Shit trailer. Because you made fun of AntMan for so long.
I know. And now he saved the world.
And they showing you just how integral he was in saving the world, man. Him and that rat.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Shit, that rat should be an Avenger now. But yeah, this is AntMan, Quantumania. And, you know, we have been laughing at AntMan all these years. And I think that's why I'm looking forward to this. Because, you know, I think with this one, it's AntMan. It's still going to have some humor in it. It's still going to be funny. But I think they're going to be taking just a slightly serious more tone with this.
It does feel that way.
Yeah, and I'm looking to see if they can actually do that with this, man. Wouldn't it be funny if as Thor got dumber, AntMan got smarter?
I mean, he is a scientist. No, he's a thief.
No, he's a thief. No, he just got that suit. Like,
that's right.
Shit. He works at Baskin Robbins. He ain't no
he works with scientists. How about that?
What I'm really looking forward to with this is the way they're setting up the big bad villain now.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he league? AntMan.
You know, he's like, he's like, that's a big black dude right there. Jonathan Majors, first of all, they're setting him up as Kang, of course, which we already know. This is not new news right here at all. But, you know, Kang is set up to be the big villain here, which is going to be given, as I said when we reviewed this the other trailer earlier, that hopefully this is going to be giving the MCU more focus. So I'm interested to see how this character is going to be introduced in this movie here. It's not even so much Ant-Man that I'm looking forward to as much as Jonathan Majors, because I'm interested in that villain. And as I've said over and over and over again, Jonathan Majors is already one of my favorite actors, but looking at him in all these different movies now, I'm like, wow, this guy.
Such range.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is amazing. I've been waiting for something to set Marvel back on track. We got a new CEO up in there. Wakanda Forever kind of did that. And now hoping that Ant-Man kind of follows through. You know, and as you know, I'm a huge MCU fan, so I've been waiting for this moment right here, and which is probably why it's up so high on my list. Speaking of the MCU, my number 5 most anticipated movie of 2023, getting into some of those new trailers that came out last week.
We come in peace.
Man, why you hit Pixie like that? Drax is a idiot, man.
They need to leave him on the ship.
They really do, man. That girl looked just like Pixie. Why you hit my dog? He looked like she just got hit too. Oh shit! Anybody get the number of that big hit me? Man. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I saw that trailer, I was like, why did she get that ball to him? I knew that was gonna happen. I said nothing's good gonna come out of this. Tag, you in it. Yeah, hey, nothing. You see when you hit that little girl? You're talking about hey, because somebody hit you on your head.
Hey, Drax, you ain't that dumb. Come on.
I wasn't crazy about the last Guardians film.
Yeah, I didn't like the second one.
Yeah,
I didn't like it much at all.
Yeah, I had some things in there and I liked. What's his name as the Living Planet? Kurt
Ego.
Russell.
Yeah.
Ego. Yeah, I really liked that character and I liked the twist. But the movie, it was just something about the movie I just didn't really connect with me, man.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it felt forced. And even his storyline, I was like, I can see where this is going. And that whole Brandy metaphor is like, we can hear the lyrics. You don't have to spell it out.
No, you don't understand. But although I wasn't crazy about the last movie, I really liked the first movie.
I love the first one.
Yeah, but I still really enjoy these characters. This right here, while it started out very silly, as we can see, with Brax almost murdering a little wombat girl. We can. It's still funny. She thought I got a new friend. This looks like this could be probably the most emotional and more serious movie yet.
I think so. There's so much more of it that looks like it has emotional weight and is serious. Like there's actual stakes. And it being the last one, it's the swan song is when they're going to go out on.
Exactly. So I'm looking at this and I'm wondering, are we going to have some major characters dying in here? Dang. It looks like it's going to be very emotional. I mean, you got, Star-Lord crying his ass off with spit all in his mouth and everything. Look.
He might be crying because his Walkman broke.
No, he could, yeah. Someone broke one of his action figures or something. No! Erase my mixtape! Some of the actors are talking about probably not coming back. This will be the last one. So this could be the one where, as you say, Martin, the stakes are higher. And, we're going to have a lot of, emotion in this movie with people just leaving or dying for some reason. Will Poulter looks a lot crazier than I thought. He looked like the Tin Man from The Wiz or something.
I know, because the whole thing, when they first announced he was going to be Warlock, who was supposed to be the perfect man, I was like, okay, Will Poulter, really? Because his features look like he might be inbred or something. But he was like, his pictures of him working out, he's a god now. I'm like, all right. But then to see him, I'm like, nah, it's Will Poulter.
That's Will. Yeah, he looks like Gwendolyn Christie or something. A tall chick from Game of Thrones. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, like Ant-Man, where you take this movie that has been very goofy and silly and see if there's going to be a tonal shift in it. And like I said, man, I'm also looking forward to seeing what this is going to be like with James Gunn not at the helm anymore, or what it's going to be like with this being the last time that he's directing this. Right. He might want to make a big exit too. Also, I saw people talking about this, and I was wondering, I didn't want to say nothing because I thought it was going to sound stupid, but is this a reference to Among Us right here? Because you know James Gunn, he'll be the one to do that.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So somebody said he says no, but I doubt it.
Who says no?
Yeah, somebody said James Gunn said no, but you don't know. You talk to him. I don't trust y'all no more. I'm talking about I picked the wrong trailer. But then again, y'all did remind me that Avatar was not coming out in 2023. So I ain't got no choice but to listen to them, even when they're wrong.
Who told you that? Them. Get mad at them.
Here's my number 4. It's an interesting pick, but here's my number 4 most anticipated movie of 2023.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps not.
So you said somebody, when you want to get nostalgic, make people remember the past. Someone always got to like play them keys real slow. Ding, 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 ding. Whoever said that, you were so correct.
Believe it.
Is that the Millennium Falcon? You see? I just not caught that. Did you see what I saw?
I saw what you saw, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what
I had no interest in this. Everybody been talking about it until I saw this trailer.
Is this the first time you saw it right now?
No. Actually, this one I happened to watch the other day because it kept popping up in my feed. And I was like, all right, let me go ahead and watch it. And I went, oh, wow. Now I'm very interested in it. I love the look of it.
I'm very curious to see how, an 80-year-old, not Indiana Jones, how an 80-year-old Harrison Ford is going to be doing. Now, I know a lot of it's going to be CG, so I know that. But there are going to be some stunts that we just have to have him there so we can see his face. I'm wondering how he's going to handle that. A lot of people want to see it because of that. I have to say, I was very curious about what it was going to be like being directed by James Mangold, because this is the first one that Spielberg is not directing. So, that's part of my big anticipation of this too. But I got to say, man, looking at this, and after watching all the other Indiana Jones movies, even if we got to talk about Crystal Skull and put that in there, it looks no different at this moment from what Spielberg did. It looks like it belongs right there with any other Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. And I love how it's playing into his age.
That's okay. So I love how it's playing with his age too. Now, like I said, some of this stuff is going to be CG, and I'm going to say the only thing that's got me worried, I was watching this, but the first time I saw it, there was a shot, and I was like, damn, that looks bad. That scene where he's at the, I guess he's at a parade, he's on a horse, and that head was floating all over the place. Look at
I see what you mean.
Look.
Yeah, because the head is staying stiff.
Because the head is still.
It's like a JPEG.
It's sliding because what they did was they just took a shot of Harrison. I don't even think it's a video. I think they just took a picture of Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And they just sliding that around. That looks awful. But looking at that, I'm like, all right, that's the only thing that has me worried with him being an older guy and them trying to put him in these action scenes. Other than that, I love that it's an older Harrison Ford. First of all, I love that this movie is just defying all the ageist attitudes of Hollywood. I'm glad that they didn't decide to go with the Chris Pratt idea and just go younger. I mean, this makes it different. And the reason why this is important, because we've been on so many adventures in multiple means of media, not just movies, TV shows, comic books, video games. We've been on so many adventures with Indiana Jones. If anybody can sit back and say, I've seen some shit. It's Indiana Jones. And it's just really cool to see how this guy has processed all these adventures into his old age and has to almost reluctantly go back into another one.
But there's not that acknowledgement of like, I did this, I did this, I did this, all together. But this feels like, hey, we're acknowledging everything he's done or gone through. Exactly.
I like the idea of, because Harrison Ford's attitude is great. To play this, just tired. Tired of everything, tired of everybody. I've seen everything in the world. I don't want to talk to your dumb ass.
Right.
It's
most people here don't even know what I've seen, and it's better that way.
Yeah, and I just really like the like we've just said already, I like the idea of an older adventurer. You know, we've seen the anywhere from 20 to 30, even 40, if you want to push a 50 age range for these things, and they're the same over and over again. Yeah. Having somebody who has real experience, not only with working in the business so long, but, you know, an experienced character like this, I think this is going to work to that advantage of making this a little different right there. One of the main reasons I want to see this is because James Mangold has directed some great movies. He's directed some great fantasy films, comic book movies. Did one of the greatest X-Men movies out there. But you know, a lot of people forget that he also did probably don't forget, but he did a comic book movie that was amazing. Then he went on and did a drama that was incredible too.
To win the 24 hours of Le Mans.
No, Ken's a puppy dog.
Yeah, so tell him that. Go back and tell him I said this.
It's a Rottweiler puppy, but
it shows that this guy can take on different genres and still just be a great director and whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I remember the first movie of his that made an impression on me was Copland.
That's right, he did do Copland. So seeing that, you know, this is they gave him the reins for this. I think that this is in good hands, man. Number 3 belongs to this one right here.
Got a minute?
Oh, look. When?
Dirty girls jacking off at the time.
It probably was.
It probably to her too.
Oh, no.
Good.
Busted.
Drawing it with tits down there. Negative.
That's on the first page. She's flipping like, oh, God damn. Wait, how come I can't? These are stuck together. Why can't I get these over?
This is number 3 just because the first one was so good. And this one looks to be, right now, probably as good as the first. With what I've read and what we've seen. I just love this character of Miles. And just like with Black Panther, man, I'm very grateful to have another superhero movie with a character of color as the lead. You know, and this is why this is so hot for me, because that means a lot to me. So yeah, you know, I mean, that might not mean as much to other people where, you know, you won't be looking forward to it as much as I am for that reason.
I think everybody's looking forward to this.
But yeah, this is going to be huge
because everybody loved this movie.
I might not agree, but I could definitely see somebody's point. I would not argue with it if you said this is one of the greatest comic book movies, our greatest comic book movie ever. You know, of course, it's all about opinion.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, it is up there.
And it doesn't, even just looking at it, it doesn't have that feeling of a cash grab.
Well, I'm also kind of like with Shazam. I'm also very curious to see and looking forward to seeing what they just do with Miles, not Spider-Man, but where Miles goes. You know, Miles.
Well, it'll be more him really as Spider-Man, because at first, you know, the first movie is mostly him as Miles kind of learning to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So now, now you are Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Plus, this is gonna up the sales on that game like crazy.
It is, man. I like that they don't play up his blackness, and I mean, play up his blackness.
He don't talk jive.
And Hollywood style.
Yeah.
He ain't all urban. Yeah, boy, shit, I'm swinging around this motherfucker. I'm glad he ain't, you know, they're not doing it. They ain't making him urban. They're just making him a kid.
Yeah.
You know, but they're not going in and overlooking his culture or his ethnicity.
Not at all.
Not at all. But they're just not playing it up because they think that, oh, that's what the blacks gonna come see. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think I'm sitting up here saying that they should ignore his blackness. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But, you know, a lot of movies just, they think like, oh, we got to play up the stereotypes, or we got to play up the whatever the certain trendy image is. You know, I've told you for years, you know, believe it or not, people, they're just black people. They're just people out there. You know,
I don't know, Corey. That's not what Hollywood tells me.
Let's go into my number 2 movie of my number 2 movie of 2023 as far as anticipated movies go. Number 2 belongs to Now listen, I know that this is probably not as high quality as some of the movies we've seen. This is probably not going to be as directed as well. It's probably not going to even be a great story. But as far as looking forward to movies that I can watch with an audience and have a great time, I'm looking to spend my time with Megan, man.
What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you.
I do not expect this to be the best movie of 2023.
No. It's funny because some of it is like, this is awesome. And other it is like, all right, this is goofy. And this is the shit they do all the time.
I can go see as many art house movies as there are out there and probably still not have as much fun watching this. I can praise that other movie. I can say that movie deserves Oscars and all kind of shit. But come on, man. Let's be real. Yeah, people, this is Megan, the killer robot doll movie. And I'm so looking forward to this just to go have a good time, man.
Again, your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional.
What a shithole. I know. You don't bring home no toy, a robot that's acting like that. Yeah.
Yes, experts say.
Megan, turn off.
Bitch, you turn off. I'm sorry, y'all. This is one of the, I'm not saying it's going to be the best movie of 2023, but if I'm looking at trailers that actually made me laugh and have fun,
yeah,
Megan was
at
the
the
one.
top.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the top, this is my number one most anticipated movie of 2023. Barton already knows I'm full of shit.
I know. You are.
Medic!
Oh, shit.
That bear. Give me a bear, give me some cocaine, and I got the movie I'm looking forward to most in 2023.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna just close this.
Sorry to bother you.
Beth, we should go.
I like the way they made you think that bear is gonna be cool.
Right.
He's all mellow, sliding on the ground. Oh, he's just having a good time.
The bear. A bear did cocaine.
Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Especially if you covered in cocaine.
They couldn't before, but
but it was on that shit. He can fly up there.
don't.
Oh shit. People, it's a killer bear on cocaine. I shouldn't even have to say that. Come on, y'all. So again, like Megan, keep in mind, going by trailers, I'm going by what they sell me.
Yeah.
You know, and just like with Megan, I just laughed so hard at this trailer.
I feel like as opposed to Megan here, they know that this is funny.
Yeah.
This is a comedy.
You know what?
Essentially.
And that's exactly why this is over Megan. Like Megan, I had Megan and this damn bear. Those are the trailers that I just enjoyed watching the most, just laughing at them. I mean, you know, if they can capture that laughter and put it in a movie for me, whether the movie's good or bad, then that is why I anticipate these movies so high.
Oh man, you fucked.
I just had such a good time with those last two trailers. I had to make them my most anticipated movies of 2023. Like I said, if they can capture those trailers in the films, then you know, if they, like you said, if you capture half as much what I got from that trailer, it's going to be an experience, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also, this is what I'm looking forward to seeing in the theater the most besides Megan with an audience. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these movies as movies, but as far as a theater experience goes, this is what I'm looking forward to right here. It's so hyped up right now that it also possibly cannot live up to the hype, which happened with another killer animal movie not too long ago. It's just snakes on a plane, man. Yeah. Or, as Samuel Jackson says,
I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Monkey fighting Monday to Friday. You can always just take the scene out.
No, you snakes got to be fighting monkeys.
From Monday to Friday.
Through Monday through Friday on a plane. People was talking about, oh man, this movie's going to be #1 the weekend. Everybody's going to see this film.
We made a bad movie on purpose. Everybody's going to love that.
Yeah, and it bombed. Yeah, so that, I doubt if Cocaine Bear is going to be the same thing, but you know, it could be overhyped and not live up to what we're seeing. But again, I'm just going by the trailer. Trailer made me insanely happy when I watched it. So yeah, as far as what I'm being sold, the number one movie that I'm looking forward to in 2023. Hope you guys had fun with that list. As I said, listen,
it's a fun list.
Yeah, it's just, hey, people, don't take the orders seriously or anything. We're just here to talk about things and have fun. You know, you have your list out there that you've made that you want to say what are your favorite or most anticipated movies of 2023 are, and I respect that. So hey, if you want to share those with us, send us an email. You know where to go.